What's up guys? Today we are going to be discussing how to handle your dailies in Neverness to Everness. Dailies are a very important part of the game. There's certain things that are must-dos. We're going to start with those. A must-do when it comes to dailies is this little activity list here, our little participation award for signing in for 5 minutes every day. You want to prioritize these. The way that I like to do it, you obviously get the plus 20 for logging in. You get the plus 30 for restocking and collecting fawns from your cafe. Make sure that you are also keeping up to date with your cafe. I like to make it a part of my daily list so I don't miss it. That already gets us to 70, quick and easy. Then we have the next thing on our daily list. We could go and send gifts to our little friends. If you want to do this daily, you could do a max of 3 gifts per character and a total of 10 gifts per day. After you've gifted your characters their little chocolates and didgeridoos, you want to do what I consider to be the second essential thing for your dailies, and that's consuming your character's pixels. I got 190 out of 360 right now that I'm going to spend on things that I need. Once you're level 40, level 45, you could start to pursue some console farming. I would highly suggest farming up your ability materials, your beetle coins, your ascension materials. That's all really important. And I'm running low on them, that's for sure. And then once you spent your stamina, I don't have enough to spend for this daily, but I did defeat 5 enemies. You collect that, you get your 100 participation, knock that out every day. Should only take you 5 minutes. This is essential. Doing your participation, spending your pixels, and collecting from your cafe should be the 3 things that you do every day no matter what. Like if you've got 5 minutes, do those things so your account doesn't fall behind. Next up on our daily list though, we have our apartment, we've got our furniture, we've got all the stuff that we need to do here. So the place that I like to go first, I like to head to Skyview Halls. We've got a daily here that we can knock out really consistently, really quickly. So gotta knock it out. Now this is assuming that you've already unlocked this box. If you've been playing the game for a few weeks now, you probably should. Make sure that you're upgrading it. You claim these beetle coins. I get 10k beetle coins for spending 30 seconds running in here. I don't consider it as essential as the participation awards, but make sure you're doing those. While you're at it, you could also hop in and take a look at your dailies for your battle pass. Make sure that you're completing your dailies, your weeklies, and your seasonal quests to max out this lovely battle pass. Next up, we've got some things on the map we want to take care of. Namely, we want to run over here to Nakupita's pool. But yeah, once you get to Nakupita's pool, you could hop in here. Now we're given 2 options. We can make a sincere wish, which is going to grant us coins. You want to collect these coins. However, if you don't go about the route of collecting the coins, you could get some other little random things by grabbing some. This could result in some random furniture and stuff, but make a sincere wish, get some coins. This little dude comes out, eats our coin, and gives us back some more coins. And an achievement if you do it enough times. Next up on our list of map dailies, we've got the witch's house, which is right over here. I like to teleport over here and run over there. But yeah, here at the witch's house, we have a few little things we can do other than check out the witch's feet. If you've collected any oracle stones, you could turn those in here. But if not, we've got our daily blessings to do. I've already maxed out those oracle stone levels. But you hop in here, you could gather your lost tales, your blessing, and your treasure hunt. The blessing's really cool. It's a daily buff that gives you a random stat. Today we got 10% crit chance, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you could get attack percent, sometimes you could get damage boosts. These lost tales are going to be quests on the map that will give you little rewards for completing those. And the treasure hunt will mark a oracle stone on the map for you to go and find, but I found them all, so no treasures available for me. Then in terms of map dailies, you see these little characters chilling on the map. You could do 3 of those characters a day. It'll give you a little bit of story and a little bit of connection to your characters. Go and knock those out daily so you don't fall behind on those. It's a fun little way to spend your time. I certainly enjoy those every day. Then after you hang out with your characters, you could head over to Yuanmu Hill. When you go to Yuanmu Hill, you get a really nice scenic area, but you also get some more bond points. Once you get to this beautiful tree in Yuanmu Hill, if it's not nighttime, you're going to want to make it nice and dark out. So we're going to do that real quick. Now that it's all dark and beautiful, you could purchase some of these little wishes. You want to purchase those wishes, and then you come to the tree and you do a daily wish. This is going to give you an event where you get some bond points with a random character. It's a cheap little daily. It costs 2,000 fawns, but it's another way to boost your character's bonds on a day-to-day basis. This scene is so pretty. And who do we get? Who do we get? There's no skip for this, but I don't need a skip. I can appreciate the little things. They made this animation and they want us to watch it. Daily. After we watch that unskippable little cutscene, we get plus 50. We got plus 50 at Edgar. Woo. But yeah, one daily that we kind of skipped over is this little hamster ball. If you have Hather and you have this unlocked, you could do this on a daily basis. And the cloud. Make sure you collect your cloud. Once every 24 hours, you get a fluffy cotton, which is 400 bond points for a character of your choosing. Then lastly, in terms of dailies, you can go and do a movie date with a character and get some more bond points there. That's another daily bond point. But now it's time to talk about the weeklies and things that you could be doing to maximize your account on a weekly basis. Of course, we've got our city stamina that you want to spend on a weekly basis. I've been spending my stamina on fishing because I've got level 99 fishing in RuneScape. I want level 10 in Neverness to Everness. But you want to make sure that you're spending your stamina every week to get the maximum amount of fawns available. Aside from that, we've got other weeklies. We've got the anomaly pilgrimages, which are these weekly bosses that you could fight 3 times. Make sure that you do these every week. They're going to be time gated by that weekly timing, so do those. If you don't know which one to do one that you have less of the materials for. We're going to get more weekly bosses as the game progresses, and we'll want to make sure that we're stocked up on these Esper ability level up materials. A couple more furniture commissions we've got. We've got Mammon, which you're going to want to do on a weekly basis. It gives you 40 to 50k fawns depending on its level. You'll continually level that up by doing another weekly, which is the auction. You hop into the auction. You mostly want to do the auction so you could get these coins. It's worth it because you need those to level up Mammon. And then once you have the old mailbox unlocked, you could do a special city delivery, which will grant you 10, 15k fawns depending on the level. And this delivery costs no city stamina, so you make sure that you do that on a weekly basis for another little influx of fawns for yourself. Then to go back to dailies a little bit, you could farm the Overworld anomalies every day. That's for you hardcore players. And then in terms of weekly Overworld stuff, there are small safes all over the place, which is like 10, 15k fawns that you could go and find. I don't do that. That's a little too hardcore for me, so we're skipping that one. But for you hardcore players, you can be doing that. And then I think also on a weekly reset is your ability to go around stealing and selling that stuff back for fawns. So you could go and do that. Bi-weekly though, we've got the Pink Paws heist. You're going to want to make sure that you do the Pink Paws bank heist bi-weekly so that you can make sure you're getting your million fawns. That along with your city stamina gives you roughly 3 million fawns every 2 weeks, 2.5. So make sure that you're doing those. On a monthly basis though, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing your battle pass, whether you're free or you're doing the paid battle pass. You want to get it done. There's a lot of materials. There's some premium currency. There's some standard and limited pools. Make sure that you're doing those on a monthly basis. So the Hunter Exchange is going to reset. I think it's going to reset every patch, but we'll call that monthly. Within the Hunter Exchange, you could spend fawns for materials, but the big deal is that you could get these level up materials, which are limited. Make sure that you do that before the patch resets. And you could also get some limited amount of Annulith and Tri-Keys. Those are going to be the big deal. A lot of people are trying to hit Hunter or Tycoon level 30 so that you could get this last bit of Annulith and Tri-Keys from this shop before it resets in 1.1. And then we've got the Fair Exchange, which is where you use your rebate currency. Every month we're going to get a reset of these dice. You're going to want to get the dice and the Tri-Keys. I like to get the fawns, the fluffy cotton, and whatever other materials. I'm a light spender, so I get some materials while I'm at it. While you're at it, you could get into the online race mode. This is going to be seasonal, and there will be rewards for your ranking. So, as you can see, I'm just a little rookie here, but I'm going to want to level this up if I want all these Annulith and other rewards for doing the racing. If you hit Ace Driver, you get this little title. and it only lasts for 60 days, but you could also get Annulith and stuff before the reset, which is a longer reset. And then of course we've got to talk about the big one, Beyond the Rails. It's the end game. We've got about 2 weeks left until 1.0 is finished and we head into 1.1, and this will be resetting. The second circle will be resetting. So you want to try your best to get 30 stars in this, because this is going to yield the maximum amount of Annulith and these train logs, which can be exchanged for other resources and rewards. But that about wraps it up for this daily, weekly, monthly little guide that we got going on. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and comment down below if I missed anything, because Lord knows I probably did. Subscribe for future Neverness to Everness content, and we will see you in the next one. 1.1 is coming soon. If you haven't already, check out the podcast where me and a bunch of other great guys gave our review of 1.0. I'll see you guys in the next Neverness to Everness video. Peace.
Well, yeah, make sure you run in here and do your cheese daily fawn farm, because I forgot it.